what I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate.
Now,
maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce. They're not going to share that with her.
Knows. I got the receipts. I still have the receipts.
Women who are supporting Cassie, who maybe have some stories about you that might feel a bit similar, you need to be put on mute. This is not your time.
Your snacks and get ready, because there have been a lot of fresh developments in this Charlie Kirk affair. It seems that Joe Rogan has now entered the heart of the storm. Furthermore, the things he is purportedly disclosing are completely outrageous. According to insiders, Joe heard more than just hearsay. In an effort to put together what actually transpired before everything abruptly halted for Charlie, he has been discreetly speaking with those close to both Candace Owens and Charlie. According to Joe, there's a completely another layer that no one anticipated. Joe was reportedly implying that Erica Kirk may have been the true cause of the intense conflict between Candace and Charlie prior to his untimely death. People close to them said that strange calls, bizarre texts, and even abrupt shifts in Charlie's project management style were the first signs that something wasn't quite right months ago. Being the astute person that she is, Candace allegedly attempted to alert him to the fact that something wasn't quite right. Interview. 1. 54-15, that those attempting to control.
Take it back a step further. We can go all the way back to when he was trying to get with Aaliyah. The Foxy rumors. This man has a legit history of what he's allegedly doing to Beyonce now. So why is it so far-fetched to y'all to think that he's not doing the same thing to Beyonce? Just because it's Beyonce? I'm gonna need y'all to take y'all stand caps off and put your thinking caps on.
Control the story may have put pressure on Erica. However, Charlie started speculating that Joe may have just opened a can of worms with this one, because this story is going to append everything we believe to be true about that friendship, if what he's hinting at is accurate. Soon later, things abruptly changed in front of everyone. It resembled something from a motion picture. This is where things become even more bizarre. Though, according to sources, Joe Rogan thinks Erica may have been more involved in Charlie's demise than first believed. Interview. 251-345. Yeah, you heard that right. Joe thinks there's way more to the story, and he's been quietly putting the pieces together with people who were actually there that day. For those who haven't been following, Candace Owens has made this personal. She's on a full-blown mission to uncover what really happened to Charlie, and she's not backing down anytime soon. Interview. 405-422. She has been following every lead and hint, even delving into news and messages that the mainstream media appears to be ignoring. People on the internet are viewing the issue with utter disbelief due to the information she has been unearthing. Why does it feel like the higher-ups are trying to hide something? Is the question that everyone is now asking. Interview. 44601. Why do some individuals feel that the inquiry proceeded too quickly, too neatly, and far too conveniently? When the FBI has been so preoccupied with blaming Tyler Robinson, many are beginning to wonder if their version of events even makes sense, especially when the true culprit may still be at large. Candace is coming closer to the truth, according to her supporters, and that's precisely what's causing anxiety in certain folks. You undoubtedly recall the FBI's allegation that Tyler Robinson was turned in by his own father following his designation as a wanted man, and the rumors that he had been in a dark place while being held. Hold on though, because things just became far more complicated than anyone anticipated. Candace Owens retaliated forcefully just hours after FBI Director Kash Patel made it public online that the agency was broadening its inquiry and even investigating conspiracy theories. Interview. 6:55 8 o'clock. She questioned more than simply the narrative. She ripped holes in it. In a daring post, Candace criticized the discrepancies in the information that the federal government had made public, claiming that some elements were completely inconsistent. The fact that Tyler's father handed him in was one of the main allegations she refuted. There's no evidence of that, she claimed, implying that the narrative may have been fabricated to give the impression that the Bureau was in control. The line that rocked social media then appeared. Tyler Robinson is not suicidal, she wrote. Overnight, that one post became viral. Theories, screenshots, and videos that connected the dots the media would not touch began to pour into the comments. Hashtags became popular in a matter of hours. Her supporters were coming together, and the same question was being asked by everyone. If Candace is correct, then who is actually in charge of all of this mayhem? Candace didn't hold anything back. She stated unequivocally that the entire account of Tyler's bad mental state was untrue. She claimed that nearly everything the media reported on this case was either fabricated or greatly exaggerated in order to support a particular narrative. The claim that his father turned him in following a confession of some sort, that's complete nonsense, she added. Candace is adamant that Tyler has always maintained his innocence and has never even visited the UVU campus that the authorities always bring up. She noted that not a single clear photo has been displayed by the school, or footage demonstrating Tyler's presence. His family claims that only one hazy picture is unmistakably not of him. People are wondering how deep this cover-up actually goes just based on that. It's evident from Candace's testimony that she thinks the feds are fabricating a story to support their version of events, because Tyler has never once exhibited hazardous or self-destructive tendencies. This is the portion that truly stunned everyone. She acknowledged that Tyler is the owner of the registered safety device linked to the case, which is the only item the authorities have. Beyond that, though, she claims it's all meticulously constructed lies, cover-ups, and false information meant to conceal the reality. Everyone is now questioning if this is the extent of the distortion that the public is witnessing. And if not, what else might they be? Concealing oneself behind closed doors, Candace did more than simply clap back. With receipts in hand, she was prepared to put an end to the crazy falsehoods that was circulating on the internet. One of the first things she addressed was the widely circulated video that the FBI gleefully disseminated, which purportedly showed Tyler Robinson running over a rooftop immediately following the alleged event. In a matter of hours, the video had millions of views, and the majority of people took it at its value. However, Candace interrupted, saying, "That's not Tyler. Not even close." She said that Tyler couldn't have been the person in that video because the movement.
Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. This been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
Video because the movement didn't correspond with his real physical state. She disclosed information that the general public was unaware of. Tyler has been dealing with partial. His right leg was paralyzed for months, resulting in a noticeable limp. To support her argument, she even included old video of him strolling through a neighborhood gathering. The FBI's claim that his limp resulted from attempting to hide a piece of equipment under his clothing is totally refuted by that detail. The math simply doesn't make up, according to Candace. If someone had trouble merely jogging without assistance, how could they move so quickly? Jump rope.
Long-running rumors about him allegedly messing around with younger women in the industry. Names like Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, Tierra Mari, and even Rihanna have all been whispered in the mix.
Proofs and vanish in a matter of seconds. She described the widely shared people from posing more in-depth queries. Fans are already pointing out height disparities, mismatched outfits, and even variations in Tyler's running style by comparing frames from the video with older photos of him. This could be one of the largest revelations of fraudulent evidence in years, according to her supporters. Furthermore, the entire inquiry might fall apart in front of us if what she's implying proves to be accurate. Fans went into full investigative mode.
And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all those records together. They both, Aaliyah, they shared so much in common.
And on top of everything else, Beyoncé's own fans have been side-eyeing her relationship with Jay for years. The timeline of how they even met has always been a little shady. Beyoncé once said she was 18 when they first crossed paths, and that they started dating a year later. But in a 2007 interview with Charlie Rose,
shortly after Candace revealed her receipts, they began delving further into Tyler's past, uncovering community recordings and old movies that amply demonstrated his right legs of them. The internet went crazy when the videos reappeared. It became clear that the guy sprinting across that rooftop was moving far too quickly to be Tyler. When people started comparing them to the official FBI footage, there was simply no possibility that it was him. Candace continued after that. She went so far as to accuse the FBI of a full-fledged attempt at cover-up. She claims that the agency has been holding on to important material that might completely alter the case. She disclosed that an eyewitness who even provided the federal government with video evidence asserted that the perpetrator wasn't acting alone. Investigators were purportedly informed by the witness that shortly after the incident, a woman assisted him in getting away. The entire official narrative was immediately thrown into disarray by that information. Why isn't a female accomplice mentioned in any reports if there was one? Why did the FBI disregard the witness who provided evidence? Supporters of Candace think the missing accomplice may hold the key to revealing the truth and possibly even demonstrating that Tyler was set up from the beginning. Nowadays, theories abound in online forums. Some have gone so far as to match descriptions of the enigmatic woman to faces that may be seen in the background of previous videos. Regardless of the reality, things are becoming too bizarre.
Got Beyoncé hooked on substances, a claim her supposed ex-bodyguard Uncle Ron has pushed. According to him, Jay is the one
bizarre to ignore. This is where things start to look rather suspicious. Why hasn't the FBI mentioned another potential suspect at all, if what Candace is claiming is accurate? The Public alert is where is the hunt for the enigmatic woman who allegedly assisted the primary suspect in getting away? She seems to have disappeared into thin air. Or worse, the agency is acting as though she never happened. Just that quiet has people quickly lose faith in the internet. Every additional information Candace discloses just serves to cast doubt on the official narrative. And the timetable doesn't add up. However, Candace then revealed a huge revelation that completely changed the course of the discussion. Suddenly, she disclosed what appeared to be private chat logs from Charlie Kirk. Charlie allegedly stated in the texts that he wanted to cut ties with particular contributors who had been exerting too much influence, and that he was done supporting the agenda as a whole. She said she made the texts public to demonstrate that, only weeks before things went wrong, Charlie had genuinely turned down some significant offers of political finance. Everyone initially assumed the communications had to be fraudulent, either created by AI or altered. However, everyone gasped when the unexpected turn of events occurred. A number of people who had previously collaborated with Charlie online came forward to attest that the timestamps and writing style exactly matched Charlie's previous texting approach. All of a sudden, those phony communications didn't appear phony at all. People are also questioning whether Charlie's departure from wealthy benefactors could be the cause of everything that has transpired subsequently, because this entire narrative just went from suspect to explosive if those texts are real. Turning Point America employees came forward and verified that the discussion that had been released was authentic, and the internet went into complete disarray after that disclosure.